The hopeful addition of 460 seats to the chapel and the Allred Prison Unit, well, it's really taking off with fundraising efforts at a steady pace.
Yeah, ahead of a benefit concert this weekend, we meet one former prisoner who says the need for a much larger place of worship is dire.
When Buck Ross went to prison in 2001, he was faced with 25 years to life. He thought he'd never see outside the prison walls again.
God had a different plan, and so within the first 15 days that I was there, I started reading the Bible and started going to the services that they had. And I've been out 17 years now and haven't had anything more than a speeding ticket. And so it changed everything. And not only did it change my life, but I was able to lead my mom and my dad both to Christ and my family members to Christ.
Ross's refuge became the chapel at the James V. Allred Unit. That is when he was able to get through the doors.
Imagine a city with 4,000 people in it, and it's got a chapel that'll seat 40. I can remember many times when they would call church at the door, and they'd say the first 5 that get to the door can go to the service, and the rest of the 50 men in that cell can't.
From 40 seats to 500, a team of inmates, religious leaders, and volunteers plan to build a brand new place of worship.
For years, chaplains and inmates and volunteers have been praying for a chapel out at Allred Prison. And a couple years ago, a couple volunteers decided to answer that call, and since then, there's been a lot of volunteers that have come together and formed a committee to raise funds to build a chapel.
With $1 million price tag standing in its way, the committee is ramping up its fundraising. This Sunday, May 16th, a concert at Heritage Church hopes to make a dent. 2
of our longtime artists that have been coming out and helping do tent revivals, concerts a couple times a year, are actually going to be coming out.
When it comes to salvation, Ross knows firsthand the impact of the church. It's the reason he won't quit until 500 inmates can worship as one inside these prison walls.
You see, I was raised in a household with an alcoholic and a drug addict. And so at 10 years old, I was bartending for my dad, and at 12 years old, I was rolling marijuana cigarettes for my mom. And so I always knew drugs and alcohol was just part of my life. And so a lot of these people are like that. And so we grew up in that. And so we need to be broken from that. We need a different path. And so that's what the church does.
Behind bars, the church can mean that much more.
Wow. Before breaking ground, the committee has to have 80% of the million raised, and they are now 700,000 away from that 80%.
Yes. Now, the concert is this Sunday beginning at 5 at Heritage Church on Southwest Parkway. The concert will feature Southern and country gospel and Christian rock, blues, and soul. It's free, but donations are greatly appreciated for this much-needed cause.
I bet this fundraiser is going to be a huge success.
I think so.